Okay, I guess. All right. Hello, everybody. The the dozen or so who listen to this. uh, this is Joe with Mentalvision Games LLC. I just have an update to give everybody. I don't know if you haven't heard. Mentalvision has been working on a game this year for everybody, and I kind of went. I tried to swing for the fences on this one, but it's a game I named the Project. Everybody's heard, uh, so the gist of it is I tried to create something that I could grow on, something that would be a stepping stone into mainstream um, for iOS and Google Play. But it's it's something I've been wanting to do for a long time, and I'm talking with game accessibility uh, advocates and that kind of where our community wants to see games go. Where we're not singled out and we're not uh, a niche market anymore, where we can actually be in the mainstream as well. As long as there's a foundation of accessibility and and to start with, then you know the the possibilities are pretty much endless. We can play anything if that's you know introduced in the beginning of a game or whatever. So, and it could be a settings option to turn on and off the accessibility feature. So, screen readers and voiceovers and that don't bother, don't distract the sighted person, because their ears aren't as good as ours. So uh, they don't need the audio like we do for direction. They use their eyeballs, right? So, um, anyways, this year kind of, for me and a lot of people I know, and kind of sucked. We all lost someone, uh, an accessibility advocate. If you know the name Brandon Cole, he's worked with a lot of developers, helping them to make their games accessible for us and in our community. In our community, and I rebranded our community. Uh, People say, visually impaired gamers or blind gamers or whatever, and I said, you know what, that you know that brand or that title is wore out. It makes us seem like we're different. We're less than or whatever. So I said no. So instead of visually impaired gamers, I rebranded to V.I.Gs, you know, and I like VIP, like a VIP section, very important person, right? I rebranded our community as the very important gamers, V.I.Gs. So visually impaired gamers, aka very important gamers, V.I.Gs. So something we can be proud of. So when I talk to people or other developers or just people in general, they ask me what I do for a living. I say, well, I make video games for very important gamers. So yeah, that's that. And I think that would be something Brandon Cole would be proud of, you know. But yeah, he was a good guy. I listened to his podcast quite a bit, and he has some good ideas, and I didn't really get to know him very well. So I hope he's in a better place. I'm sure he is, and yeah, that's that. So the new project, the new game. It's called the Mind Shot Project, MSP. I know you're like, Joe, what's up with the three-letter? Well, that's me. That's military stuff. I don't know. You get it, give it initials, make it easier uh, to remember. You know, MSP, Mind Shot Project, and I I wanted to give it a I want to I want to get into you know better action games and that kind of thing. So like an open world kind of thing, like a Call of Duty. So I try to create the Mindshot project as like a boot camp for V.I.Gs, very important gamers, to learn controls and that kind of thing. So we kind of have a foundation to work with. So when people decide uh, to create, open world games for us to play, they can use my idea for controls uh, for their games, and it won't be that hard for us to pick up because we've already learned it, And then we'll be able to have this a better reaction time, closer to a sighted person, So as long as the audio is good enough, we'll be just as accurate. So this game's introducing a bunch of combat uh, artillery and uh, that kind of thing. So there's two types of levels, in this game is there's training levels, which gets you familiar with how to, right? And then there's the actual course levels, which actually have an objective, So uh, they're not baby games. Audio is going to be pretty good. I haven't tested it yet, so we've had some bad things happen to Mentalvision this year. We there was a personnel. One of our programmers kind of didn't pan out to be as motivated and hungry as you would think for someone who just got out of tech school, learning how to code and everything. They were kind of a lazy person, so I had to let them go, and we voted on it, and he wasn't producing, so we had to get rid of him, and then I got lucky, and uh, we got another programmer, and he's more experienced, and I've known him for a long time, a couple of years, and since I started Mental Vision, he helped he helped to create this Circus Master Revenge. So uh, he got a bunch of the programmers. I think I told everybody about that. Got laid off from IndusNet. They were they weren't doing video games anymore. So and then he was working somewhere else, and then he he didn't like it or whatever. So he sent me an email and asked me if I was hiring. I said, yeah, just happens we need somebody. So and he got on board, and then a couple, I don't know, about month and a half later, his mom got sick and she passed away, and we just been like, oh man, then one thing after another. So we didn't get to meet our deadline for October, but because he was kind of, I let it hit, we just kind of set on it, and I can't expect my lead programmer to do everybody's job, So that's about it for updates on the Mindshot project. We'll probably have when it's done, we'll have a 3-day testing, and then if it passes, cross your fingers, and meets me and Igna's you know satisfaction, we'll launch it as soon as possible. But if it's Eddie's work, then hopefully it'll be out. I wanted it to be out this year, so it could compete in the Apple Game of the Year thing. But uh, just to let Apple know we're still around. So uh, yeah, but we're back on it, and I've been wanting to do a YouTube video for you guys for a long time, but I haven't really had anything to say other than, you know, the mental vision curse uh, keeps kicking me in the cojones. But I do once in a while post something on the Mental Vision Facebook page. So if you guys have a Facebook, you guys can go check it out. Uh, Mental Vision Games on Facebook. If not, that's cool. I'll try to keep doing updates here, but I just like they say, you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all, and I haven't even done anything on my other channel, my positive message YouTube channel, um, at the blind spot. I don't I haven't done a video on that channel for a long time either. It's been a really crappy year. I lost my grandma this year, this summer, and just a few weeks ago I lost I lost my uncle to cancer. So it's just been one thing after another this year. So hopefully, God willing, we have a way better year next year. Things are good, and I've been working on a new project, starting to just designing it and writing the script. So it'll be, if the Mindshot project is a boot camp for Call of Duty, then my next project will be a game similar to that. Okay, I don't want to give too much away, but I believe it's going to be equivalent of a mainstream game. It'll have graphics and it'll have all the things that we've been complaining about, you know, uh, and I want to bring something really cool to the mobile phone game world. That's uh, you know it's accessible to everyone. So it'll have graphics. It'll have 3D audio for. It'll have a accessibility switch to turn on and off. So uh, the people who have sight won't have to wear earphones to play it. Because they'll be able to see the enemy and whatever else. But for our community, for the VIGs, for the V.I.Gs, it'll have all the accessibility features it's supposed to have. So, and I don't know about having I hear people ask me all the time, "You're going to create a game that has a multiplayer?" I would, but you know how much bandwidth that takes up on your phone, because you got to play online. You can't just play, whatever, and then that takes away uh, the whatever it's called, the per FPS, uh, frames per second. So, and now that affects the audio too. So FPS is usually at 60 to 90, or 60 to 80 FPS is a standard game, digital, for a mobile phone device. And for our community, for the V.I.Gs, an audio game can run pretty well, even with a gyroscope and the accelerometer, can run pretty decent with the 30 FPS. But you add graphics and all that kind of stuff to it, it takes a way more frames. So we'll see. We'll see. The Mindshot project's kind of an introduction to how we can get into mainstream gaming. So I'm gonna do what I can to make that happen. It's a dream, right? You know, to be treated as equal and not a niche market like they always tell us. All right, that's an update for now. I hope that was good. I tried to do a YouTube video earlier on the YouTube as a YouTube live, and I I recorded it and uh, tried to post it or whatever, and it just kept saying waiting, and I'm like, what the heck? I did all the editing thing. I even double checked everything. Everything was good, and they wouldn't let me post it. And I'm like, what the hell? So I just had, I deleted it and I just started this thing. I'll go back to StreamYard where it makes sense. So thank you, StreamYard, for not doing too much change to where I can still figure it out anyway. All right, well, that's all I got for you guys. I'll try to, I'll let you know here and on Facebook also when the mine shop project's uploaded. And I would ask for testers, but I don't think we need them because it's going to be a quick test. So, and that's it, I believe. Thank you guys. And if you know some V.I.G that aren't subscribed to my channel, then to Mentalvision channel, then please share the information with them, or copy paste the link to this video and share it wherever you think people would want to know about it. Yeah, so that's it. If I don't, I hope everybody has a good holiday. That's all I want to say. All right, thank you very much, and we'll talk later.